My goal with Decadian comes from a passion of mine. And when we grow up, we really don't know what those passions are, but having children and knowing that we have passions, I always tell them that whatever you have a passion for, I will promote 100%. If you really don't care for it, I'm not going to care about it. I won't help you at all. It has to be a passion. It has to be from your heart. You have to care about it. And as I look back in my past and I try to understand myself as a person, I realize that how we're raised, who we're raised around, their thought processes all feed into us. And what became of me from my life and me growing up was a passion for a need to help people. And to, I hate to say it, be right, because I had a father who was very unique. I'd ask him, how do I know if I'm doing this wrong? And he said, trust me, I'll tell you. But he never told us when we did anything right. So I'm always striving for recognition and getting it right. And you can't go in any other market but commodities. To sit there is the most difficult one, to get it right. It's quite a unique challenge. So with Decadian, the passion is, one, help people, and two, get it right. And as I worked through as a mortgage broker, and I got to write home loans, I started realizing how everybody was struggling. You have a concept of how the world is by how you live it, but until you step outside that shell and see how other people live it, and you start getting into everything that Ag Masters does as well as what Decadian does, and you get to work with so many people, and you see the struggles everyone's living with day in and day out. How can I help these people? How can I make a difference? And it really does come down to money. Because if you're financially set, or as we like to say it, if you can achieve financial freedom, you think differently, you act differently, your relationships differently, everything's better with your life. So what we want to bring to you, I shouldn't say what we want, what we are going to bring to you with Decadian is the opportunity for financial freedom. We want to make a difference in your life. We're going to do our best to get that done in a very simple way. And by our company doing that, it'll fill a passion that I have. And for us to get it right on a high degree of accuracy, we're talking 80–90% of accuracy with 1 or 2 or 3 trades a year, then we'll be getting my need to be right in that market too. Because it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of thought process to go through all the information we do, to sort it all out and make these decisions for you, to get it right, to make a difference in your life. And those two things combined will give you what you're looking for, because we really believe that financial freedom is the key component to having a really good life, and here's an opportunity for you to get it. We realize that it takes a tremendous amount of time and effort to accomplish what we have. We've already spent 30 years on this, 3 decades. I've got staff behind me who've had 3 decades also of experience in different areas in commodities. We combine all this history, all this education, all this wisdom, and said, okay, how can we make this simple? Because this is a very complicated area which very few people are willing to tread, because there are so many misconceptions about the market. They always talk about people who've lost money, because 90% of the people who tread in these waters do. But that's because they're dealing with fear, they're dealing with greed, they're dealing with the human component, and they're dealing with changes they don't understand, such as we talked about the funds and how the funds dictate. If you don't understand what's driving the market, you can't be successful. If you can't understand how fundamentals affect the market, you can't be successful. But you don't need to know any of that, because we're going to do all that work for you and put it in a nice, easy package. So whatever you're looking for within commodities, you'll find here. Whatever you're looking for financial freedom, you'll find with Decadian. So this is a passion of ours. I've come full circle in my life. Getting Decadian off the ground and running is a dream of decades. And I'm finally here. And the very unique part about this is we never had this opportunity 20 years ago. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have the tools at our disposal to touch everyone. Now is a perfect time to take Decadian and make it available to everyone, not just the ag sector, but anyone who wants the opportunity to reach and succeed financially like they never had before in a market that we can eliminate most of the risk and put you in a position where you can have rewards you never even dreamed of. So take a look at Decadian, see what we offer you, and see if it is not the right fit for you.